Welcome to Coatingscast, the ultimate podcast dedicated to the science, art, and innovation of roof coatings. It's time to roll up our sleeves, put on our lab coats, and dive headfirst into the world of liquid protection that keeps your roofs in prime condition. The future of roofing is here and it's liquid, so don't miss out. This is Coatingscast, where every drop counts in the world of roof protection.
Hello, and welcome to another Coatingscast from Coatings Coffee Shop. My name is Heidi Ellsworth, and we're here to talk about something that's very familiar in roofing, and that is loyalty. And I'm not just talking about what great relationships everyone has in this industry, but I'm talking about loyalty programs that really help roofing contractors and roofing companies be successful. So we asked our friends and experts from APOC, Anthony Martin and Kyle Infante, to join us today to talk about loyalty programs. Gentlemen, welcome to Coatingscast.
Hey, Heidi. Thanks for having us. We're excited to join. Coatingscast and Roofers Coffee Shop is a great friend to APOC, and I think we're both really excited to get this recording.
Yeah,
Love
definitely
it.
excited. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, let's start out with some introductions. So, Kyle, let's start with you. If you could introduce yourself, tell us what you do at APOC.
Sure. My name is Kyle Infante. I am the territory manager in the Phoenix area, also covering northern Arizona on the roofing and waterproofing team. I've been with the company actually since 2015, so 9 years now. And for the first 8, I was based in Southern California, covering the Lowe's account on the retail side. So I jumped over to the roofing and waterproofing team in last July.
Excellent. Well, welcome to the fun side with the contractors, right?
Yeah,
Not that the other
seriously.
side isn't fun too. Just saying.
We've
Um,
got to make it fun.
that's right. That's right. Anthony, if you could introduce yourself, tell us what you do, and also just a little bit about APOC.
Yeah, so I'm Anthony Martin. I am the territory sales manager for Southern Arizona, covering Casa Grande down through Tucson into Sierra Vista, as well as El Paso, Texas, and all of New Mexico. I've been with APOC, ICP, Gardner in one form or another for 4 years. Started January of 2020. Like Kyle, I started on the retail team covering our accounts at Lowe's and Home Depot. Moved over to the commercial roofing team in July of 2021, and it has been a blast ever since. To go into great depth as far as about APOC and our mission here, I feel that APOC is known for having extremely high quality products when it comes to roofing membranes, roof coatings, asphalt cements. I feel that our mission is to be the best service provider, the best material provider, and really be the problem solvers for any fluid applied restoration systems. We are all in business for one thing mainly, and that is profit. And we obviously want to help our contractors and our distribution partners work together, and for us all to make as much money as possible and provide solid roof foundations for all of the homeowners and building owners across America.
Yeah, it's really a win-win-win, right?
Absolutely,
Providing.
absolutely. It's a three-legged chair, as a new description has been provided to me, that we offer and that we work with within our team.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's so important. We want solid, strong roofing systems to protect the consumers and also help contractors and distribution, take care of all their employees and their people and everyone to have a good life. So I love that. That's a great mission. Um, you know what? I'm just kind of curious to both of you. This is just more of a fun question, but Kyle, I'll start with you. What does customer loyalty mean to you and how do you foster it?
Well, to me, customer loyalty is really a two-way street. I've learned over the years. It's not just a customer, being loyal to our product. It's us being loyal to them at the same time. And it could go many different routes, but simply enough is just being there for them. And if they call us, we answer the phone.
Yeah.
And when we do that, they see loyalty right there. All the other stuff, whether it's taking them out to lunch or going golf with them, uh, that's the icing on the cake. That's the extras to show our loyalty to them, and they keep coming back and buying APOC.
It's just the relationships are so important and knowing they can count on you. I love that. Anthony, kind of when you think about customer loyalty, what does it mean to you and how do you foster it in your territory?
I think Kyle hit a lot of really great points. Is that it is a two-way street. For me, what stands out the most is always being the first call. And when I mean first call, I mean first call universally. In Arizona, it's a very large market, but in a lot of ways, it's a very small market because we all know each other. Rumors are always running rampant. There's always new things being introduced to the marketplace. So for me, from a contractor loyalty standpoint, I always know the people that I'm closest with and have those best relationships and have that loyalties. I'm the first call. I'm the first call for projects. I'm the first call if there's an issue. I'm the first call if there's a question regarding a roofing system that is proposed to them that they're unfamiliar with. And in return, to follow what Kyle had said, we build that equity with those contractors to be that first call. So as we're building our loyalty with them, they're building their loyalty with us in both streets.
I think that's spot on and so important. I also think listening is so key. So as you are out in your territory, and Anthony, I'll come back to you, and really listening to your customers, how do you gather information that can help them grow the business and help APOC offer the right materials, the right programs to help them?
Listening is being that support system, understanding, the issues and challenges that they're facing. To me, really being the partner is being evolutionary with the materials that we manufacture and going with the ebbs and tides of the industry. APOC is constantly looking for new ways to innovate materials. And that really helps our customers because if we can get a material out to market that we're comfortable with, then that gives them an ability to set themselves apart from their competition. We all are dealing with competition every single day. So any assistance that we can provide that elevates their business and allows them to be the star in their community and the star of their industry, and it benefits both of us.
Yeah. That's so true. And Kyle, you've been involved, and I mean, both of you have been involved in the industry for quite a while. But why do there are a lot of loyalty programs in the industry for contractors from manufacturers. I was very active throughout my career working on both sides of it, being with a contractor and, gathering those points and the receipts and everything like that. But why do you think loyalty programs are important to the contractors today?
Always having your extra incentive is nice. And, as cool as it is to say, we have the greatest product, we have the best service, having that extra incentive, uh, it's just as I said before, it's the icing on the cake. You know, I, knowing that if you spend a bunch of money uh, buying a FOC product, you could potentially get this in return at the end of the year. It's just cool. It's just fun.
It is fun. And I think about, people are used to loyalty programs. I think about my airlines, right? Delta. I fly them because I know they're going to take care of me because I'm loyal to them. They're loyal to me. Anthony, when you are looking at why loyalty programs are important to your customers, what do you see? What really makes a difference to have that loyalty program for your contractors?
So for us, I look at it in our loyalty program as that it's additional value. They're already getting the value of the quality product. They're already spending the money on buying APOC, right? So we're giving them essentially, free rewards for material that they have been buying or they are obviously going to have to buy in the future. So it's really no extra effort for them to earn these. Additionally, this is tangible, right? You can log every single one of your purchases in. You create an account. You can see what you're racking up throughout the year, and the points are you can be used whenever you want. I think that is something that's really important to me rolling this out is that we all know our contractor friends who, come 1st of October, they're gathering their receipts to try to find out, if they've hit their number for, X manufacturer's warranty and to get that back end check at the end of the year. And this is something that is 12 months all year long. It's Father's Day's coming up and dad needs a new set of golf clubs. Well, hey, guess what? We've, done, quite a bit of APOC business. Let's order you some Callaways. For me,
Love
it's
it.
make it
Mhm.
immediate results, right? It's not that, oh, hey, it's end of the year's coming. I got to see how much I bought. No, this is every single day. This is something that is allowing them to see. And in the same aspect, they're allowed to see this every day and they can say, wow, we really use a lot of APOC. Maybe we need to attend some of these trainings. Maybe we need to get a little bit more involved. So just for us able to track their purchases and identify some of those key contractors that we can continue to improve. The contractors are always looking to build relationships as well. So they're saying, hey, we're using 90% APOC 100% of the time. I guess, we need to get a little bit more involved with them and their team.
Yeah, and it makes sense, and it pays benefits. So Kyle, when you're looking at, or let's just go right into it. Let's talk about the Contractor Pro loyalty program from APOC. Can you tell us about it and kind of what your experience with that program has been in the field?
Well, our experience is a little bit limited. It is fairly new. We rolled it out at Western State last year in Vegas. So I've had a handful of my customers achieve the gold tier. There's 3 tiers currently, and because it's so new, the majority of them have achieved that gold tier. And we lump it in with our certified applicator training.
Mm.
So if you are already a certified AFOC contractor, or you sign up for the loyalty program, you automatically get upgraded to that gold tier. So it gives you an incentive not only to become a rewards member, but also become an APOC certified contractor. So lumping them in together sort of, feeds both programs.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Anthony, I mean, with this just launching last year at Western States, you're already having a lot of interest, it sounds like. Tell us a little bit about your experience with the program, and tell us even more about the program overall and what the contractors are saying.
So the program is phenomenal. It's easy to sign up. It's easy to use. It's extremely user friendly. I think Sarah deserves all the credit in the world for developing such a great platform. I think in other systems can get a little clunky, but this is easy to use. Um, one of my contractor friends, very close friends, it's his mother that does the office work in the building, and she's an elderly woman, and maybe not quite as technically sound as some of us, but I love seeing all her receipts get put in. So that just tells me that they're having success. It's easy to use. They're enjoying the process. To piggyback with what Kyle said again, it is fairly new, so I think we're still working in some kinks. We're still adding some materials. We're still getting the word spread out there. But all the feedback I've gotten has been tremendous. It's an added value to the customer. It's something that's a unique warranty program that I don't believe anybody really offers exactly quite what we offer. It's just something that's evolutionary, and then, again, it's separating us away from our competition, and it's giving people the reaffirmed um, insurance that APOC is here to last and APOC's here to stay. And we wouldn't be rolling out a program like this if there was anything that we were going to be fearful in the future. So it gives me confidence to present this to the customers and know that we're building long-standing relationships.
So you mentioned earlier, Anthony, the golf clubs. What are some of the other fun prizes that are a part of the loyalty program?
We got PS5s on there. We have diamond earrings that you can get your wife for Valentine's Day, so it can make up for that set of golf clubs that you bought. I put on there. That's all the fun stuff. I believe there's even some trips and some event tickets that are available. Really everything under the umbrella. This is something that I think as we get further and further down the road on this, we're going to see that not only are business owners using this for rewards for themselves, but this gives them an opportunity to add additional prizes for Christmas parties and raffles. We all love a good raffle during Christmas, or the different employee appreciation events that we're all able to put on. So from a 5-year-old to a 50-year-old to a 70-year-old to a 30-year-old, there's something in there that you're going to be able to find that someone's going to be really, really, really happy to get. So, yeah, I think the list goes on and on, but yeah, I mean, it's a very, very vast options as far as rewards. And again, every single product of APOC that you buy, you can register and you get a point for it. So if it's a roll of tape, that's great. It's a roll of tape. Log it in there. It's a free point. It's a free point towards something that you might not buy otherwise.
Right. That I love that. but there is just so much in the opportunity to also get some great gifts for your employees, for whether that's a company party coming up this summer or Christmas, or just employees as safety incentives. So what are some of the things, that you're hearing or that you would recommend to contractors to kind of really look at this loyalty program and look at it kind of company wide and what it can do for the employees?
There's something for everybody on this. There's always going to be something, from, whether it is a TV that you're raffling off, or like you said, maybe someone on your sales team's had a terrific quarter and, sold more, flat roof systems and APOC coating. And, there's a reward for that at the end of the road that, maybe they might not be aware of.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the things that we're seeing more and more often where, these business owners are recognizing all of their employees, and I think we all in the industry realize that, the guys on the roof are the ones that are really earning it, right?
Right.
We're fortunate that, I don't have to wear knee pads, and, on the hot summer days, I can stay in the car in the air conditioning. Those guys on the roofs can't. So any kind of added incentive for them that, lets them be recognized for outstanding work is going to be beneficial.
And this helps the contractors be able to do that because of using a great product, and they already are using.
It's no additional cost to them. They've already spent the money, so they don't have to dig into the wallet any further.
Right. I think that's incredible. So Kyle, how do contractors get started? What do they have to do?
Just go to apoc.com. And by the way, the website's been revamped. It'll look a little different if you haven't been there in a while. Go to the top right corner, and you click on the logo, the Pro Program logo. It'll give you a sign-up form. Just fill it out, all the required fields. Press submit, and it'll take you to the homepage. You can start inputting all your receipts and your invoices right there, and you're good to go.
I love it. Easy peasy. Mm-hmm. So Anthony, one question on that, and then Kyle kind of brought this up earlier about it's going hand in hand with your certified contractor program. So tell us a little bit more about that, about becoming a certified contractor for APOC, and then how that correlates. Do you have to be a certified contractor? Is it an addition? Kind of how does that all work together?
So becoming a certified contractor, we hold a class called Masterworks. That class is held in Phoenix, Arizona, Andover, and Tampa, Florida as well. As we know, Johnny Walker, our favorite walker, conducts our Andover and our Tampa trainings. Kyle and I conduct our training here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's once a month. It's a 2-day training class. You don't have to be certified to buy APOC. The contractor certification is really on the commercial side. We cannot issue material and labor warranties on major commercial jobs unless you're a certified contractor. More importantly, I think every time we do one of those classes, we get, a handful of contractors in there, and, whether they've been doing it for 30 years or 3 years, we can teach them something new. Just recently, we had an individual who's used silicone for a really long time. He's like, man, it gets challenging to mix up. And, we just simply flipped that bucket upside down and said, this is one really great strategy that'll save you a little bit of time. It'll allow those solids to seep down from the bottom and loosen up a little bit. You won't have quite as much of a challenge. Certified training is a really, really important thing when it comes to roofing in general, right? We want to make sure that everybody using an APOC material knows the right way of using it. Mistakes can happen. And unfortunately the building owner, the homeowner, is the one that's gonna experience that the worst. And we always want to try to prevent that from happening, that their customer is our customer, and it's important for them to be happy. But we review all of our materials, we review all of our warranties, we review our specs. And again, you are, once you're a certified contractor, just log on, register. We have QR codes. If you're in the Southern Arizona market and you stop into any one of our friendly distribution centers, we have our 10x10 stands that are up on the desks and counters. Simply scan that QR code, register, and being a certified contractor will immediately level you to that gold level contractor. You get a plaque, the host in your office, which is great. All of our contractors want to be recognized for completing their courses and being certified with products. I know Sarah and the marketing team are still in development of getting URLs to be put on estimate sheets, and I think down the road here we're definitely going to look at getting some stickers and whatnot to put on vehicles so that APOC can be represented throughout.
I love it. So it's a growing program.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the great things about ICP's leadership. Sarah and the marketing, is that, they really value the feedback that they get from the field. Every time we have a conversation with Sarah, I might throw a couple of things out, and I get a response, and we're working on a lot of the different things that we've talked about over the last year. We pushed and wanted to get our underlinements enrolled in this program. We recently were announced that we got our underlinements into this program. So I think, like anything, we're constantly evolving. We are constantly evolving.
I love it. And I love hearing you talk about marketing, and then with working with you in the field and the regional managers. And I mean, that's when things really take off. And so kudos to all of you, including Sarah and the team, and all the training, Johnny Walker, Anthony, Kyle, you guys all do a great job. And we're just so happy to have you on Coatings Coffee Shop as our premier sponsor, but also just the fact that we can bring this information about what you're doing with the Pro Contractor Loyalty Program to the market. It's pretty exciting for every contractor out there.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And it's great. And the future is very bright. Almost as bright as our roof coatings.
Yes, almost as bright. I love it. I love it. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. This is great information. I love that we were able to talk about the trainings that you're doing and how it all is working together, but mostly this Pro Contractor Loyalty Program and how much fun contractors are having with it and how much it can help their business. Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Heidi. It's been great.
Thank you. Definitely a pleasure.
Thank you both. And thank you all for listening or watching if you're on YouTube. This is the kind of information that can really help your business. So if you are using APOC products, or even if you're not, think about getting on to the APOC site. Check it out. Check it out on the Coatings Coffee Shop directory. Also on Roofers Coffee Shop directory. You can get all the information so that you can get started selling, installing this great product, and being a part of that contractor loyalty program. Also, be sure to catch all of our Coatings Cast podcasts on Coatings Coffee Shop under the RLW navigation. On YouTube, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. And on your favorite podcast channel, be sure to set the notifications so you don't miss a single episode. We'll be seeing you next time on Coatings Cast.
Thanks for joining us on this coating adventure. Stay tuned for more episodes, and in the meantime, be sure to follow us on all social media to stay up to date with all things roof coatings. Until next time, stay coated. For more information, go to coatingscoffeeshop.com.